21 ladies, we're only 3 males. Nah, man. Like, like.
Can't I can buy the ring.
Funama warm up and some.
I'm doing warm up and next. I was like school is just so exhausting. I want to be warming up and anything.
You get what I'm saying?
I just want to sleep and everything. You know what I mean? It's been one of those days.
It's been a busy day.
Yeah, it has been. But a very productive day too. Busy and yet productive. Yeah.
But yeah, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy Mandla _ coming into Kumane live on air on Fried Up Facts, and make sure you stay tuned and interact with us on all social media platforms. We go by at Grandpa the Painkiller with no spaces, and all other social media platforms we go by Fried_up_facts. And do catch us on all other digital media platforms, because everybody has other platforms. I can see people are cooking. But you can see I'm not rolling alone. I'm here with...
he's here with your favorite main character. Everybody's your favorite main character. My name is Milane. And welcome to yet another episode of Fried Up
Facts.
Yes, some episode that we're never alone. Ever. Konya?
Yes, sir. Konya the back tat. Let's go.
Yes, sir, the back is bad.
As you can see, there's somebody different in the panel with us. You're probably wondering, who is this chocolate gentleman in your screen? Well, khaye, Lorna, I'm going to let him introduce himself,
What's going on, fam?
Who are you? You know what I mean?
Already?
Right.
Yes, Kylie, Slick, Ntlangulela. Some know me as a backlash, some just to khaye. Yeah,
Slick.
Slick. Puma.
Slick is seductive linguistics in a concept keeper.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Seductive linguistics in a concept keeper.
Yeah, I wasn't guessing.
Slick.
Listen, Buffett.
Yeah.
Titles to our father.
What? It's conditional conditions.
Pardon?
You said conditional condition in a sense of space.
Hey,
What did you say?
He said linguistical. Linguistical what? Stylistics.
It's seductive linguistics in a concept keeper.
Oh, kahlahlono ushuthi ngumashashaya.
Not really.
Yeah,
We see you, my
makes
guy.
it linguistically adorable so that it's easy to remember, and it makes it easy. Oh, when hi, bo.
Hey, my bad. But while we're still on that topic of guys versus girls, like, I should be seductive. Girls are seductive also. Even guys are seductive also. What is your take on women rather, proposing to men? I saw a video on Instagram, on TikTok. It was going viral.
Like me
It's
now,
the panel, everybody, the conversation on the floor.
I don't know.
generalize too specific.
Yeah.
But me, I don't know. Like a woman proposing to me.
Hey, Cook.
Yeah.
I don't know. Me, according to African culture, that's not. That's not how it's supposed to go. Not how it's supposed to go, but
Yes.
On my cap.
yeah, for it to work out,
You have
you
my
are
cap?
the one.
Can I please have a donkey? Yo, some very gentle lady. While we're speaking about it, you get what I'm saying? Thanks. Yeah. But yeah, you were still saying I was disconnected because I was dying. Yeah.
Yeah. According to African culture and society, even way back, that's not how it's supposed to go. For it to work, it's not about a man is supposed to propose. If a man commits to a woman, it's gonna last long.
Not a girl, also a woman.
A woman, yeah. Okay, a woman.
I don't know. What do you think about that?
Nah, man. Like, like at least like treat me knowing what's okay. Like, manja, you are ready for us to take the next step. But not nah, it can't speak. Like, and then here I'm still the one who still has to continue and lead in the relationship, and I'm still the one who's the protector.
It's almost like emasculation.
Yeah. You already like took in a huge step to show me what's he. Now I'll say Venozobusha away. So, hey.
And that's valid.
Yeah.
That's valid because when you look at it in a broader perspective, I do believe that's where society is going, right? Because now we have all these women. You know why?
Yeah, okay.
Let me answer.
Because of the Eurocentrism, I'm just playing devil's advocate. Let me put a disclaimer. Because everybody seems to be opposed to it.
No, you're not lying though.
I am
But
not.
Yeah, why am I saying that? It's because we have a number of men that are with more than one woman in a society, but there's a lot of women who want to commit, but there's not a lot of men who don't want to commit. That's what I'm trying to say. Because majority of the cohort of our generation, you get what I'm saying? How many of us are actually married or working towards marriage or dating for marriage? It's a small proportion of it.
Okay, I do understand where you're coming from, ne? So, okay, but like, you lost me, mau divert because then...
When I said, what did I say?
because like, how the conversation started.
Proposing, I'm just saying in a
Yeah.
sense of,
In a sense of...
I'm just seconding the point.
I
Yes.
understand your point of emasculation,
Mm-hmm.
but like, why can't you think of it from a woman's perspective in that sense? Because just
Why?
like you said, there aren't a lot of people who are dating to marry. There aren't a lot of people who are looking towards being, in a stable marriage and children and whatever. So if the woman feels like she has found a man that, she wants to settle down with, and she can see, oh, it's okay, we can make things happen, me and this guy, I love the way we are, you know what I mean? And I can see he's not moving towards that role. Can't I, like, I can buy the ring, I do.
That's what I'm
he
saying.
He will take care of the marriage and like
Everything else, but he knows that.
But I'm just saying, I know you're so nonchalant, you're probably not even thinking
about it.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you're so nonchalant, like it's not even somewhere anywhere
That's
near
how
your
I'm
mind.
looking at it.
You know what I
eh?
mean? Like, and let me just, initiate the idea. I mean, you can always turn me down. There have been a lot of women who've turned men down for decades. And
Let's join the club
you
now.
can join the club too. You know what I mean? You can always, but like, if I can see you're nonchalant about it, and also like, see, different is about it. I grew up with a nonchalant dad. My dad was so nonchalant, he forgot birthdays. Like, those things were just never.
That's dope though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So I would understand if I met a nonchalant. And then he paused.
Yeah, I'm just
That's
playing.
dark.
What do you mean by that?
That's very dark. It's an inside joke. I mean, at least it's very good. I'm just saying. Did you remind him?
Of course I did, because when we like, it got to a point where, like, even namanje, whenever it's gonna be my birthday, I always remind my dad, next week, I've already gotten used to it, and next week he will remember very. But like, if I don't remind him,
Was he
will
there in the
literally
labor room?
Yeah, my parents are married, bro. And
Oh, okay, that's nice. That's nice. That's very nice.
That's example.
Yes. So yeah, but okay. Uzalile awulona ivezenze njengami. Yeah. No, it's not a lie. Everybody, yabo ozalwe out of wedlock, you are a vezendlebe, a bastard child in layman's terms. You get what I'm saying? But you were still saying?
Yeah, but like I was saying, like, sometimes you grow into these things, and to go back as to why I even brought up my stuff, we were talking about women would choose to propose to men because, like, you've been with that man for so long, he's nonchalant about these things. Like, on your birthday you have to remind him, and you guys do last minute things, and like, he's always willing to do it. He's a romantic guy, but he's just like, he's so nonchalant about everything.
But like,
you know what I mean? You grow into it.
But if you know him like that, there's no point in getting married because you already know you are sort of married.
Yeah, sort of, but you don't want this sort of certification. You know what I mean?
Certificate.
No,
basically,
government.
You wanna secure? No, she just wanna secure the bag. I heard this. It was
It's
from
going
my
towards
parents, right?
community of property type conversation.
Kudos to closer people. This is just disclaimer. Disclaimer. This is not me. They say at home, hey, ungaslandela umakoti wayo yonke indawo. nani kodwa njengaloko uthi usilandele iXhosa ngoba bazothi bayaphangela base bashada bafonela umama bathi hey ma sendiyaphangela apha eJozi. Let's let you what they do for me. Send that dog.
Like, nah, talk like I grew up around that stereotype. I'm like, yeah.
Is it true?
Yeah. Why would they always say that?
It's kind of like everywhere, the stereotype.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying like everybody knows about it.
We don't know it,
But it's not true. Right? It's not true.
I don't think it's true too, but like,
But then I was still on that note, right? What's your take on women who have kids introducing their boyfriends or partners into their kids? So nje wena muzoshintsha abantu abawu-5 ingane yakho izoba nobaba abawu-5 plus lo akumithize.
of course, and that's very detrimental to a child's growth. Let's not just talk about the mother or the father.
By the way,
Let's
how
just
do I
talk
look in
about-
this cab?
Mm.
Yeah, that's another thing about being on camera.
Yeah,
Almost
but then
Sorry.
and then you feel like, oh my god, I shouldn't have. But like, if we look at it from a child developmental stage, and just a child psychology from a child's young age, you know what I mean? You're unconsciously teaching them things that you are not even aware of. You're teaching them adultery. You're teaching them mischief, sexual misfortune. Like, you're putting all these spirits around impilo yomntwana unconsciously so because when you think, oh no, I'm just living the life. Because of your perspective, mama. But like from a child perspective, growing up and watching your parent do that around you, especially if you're gonna be a girl child watching a mom, you know, or you're gonna be
Worse
a guy
if you're a
child.
guy.
It's worse if you're gonna be a guy, you know what I mean? But then
Every day your mom is coming to you.
our
Your mom is
society.
getting smashed.
You get what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Women hold our society. So if you're gonna teach the girl child in misfortune, then you're going to hurt the boy child, and then the boy child obviously operates from the ego, and then he's obviously going to be a destroyer himself too. So you have to start with the girl child, and so you're teaching the girl child in misfortune, man. You get what I mean? And then they're gonna grow up
and
and
it's
watch
said that I know a lot of people who have
and
suffered that trauma.
Exactly.
And it's very
traumatically, they're gonna
sad.
see that, and it would be different. It comes in a lot of different ways. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, then it's very detrimental. Women should not do that.
Yeah, but what's your take?
Is it maybe one of the causes that mostly there's like a difference between a person who grew up with their mom only or with just their dad only? It might be it's still like a single parent, but it's very different.
It is.
Like with even rates of, let's say, rates of juvenile delinquency and all
What's
that.
the meaning of that? For the I don't know. I know juvenile delinquency.
Yeah, it's like they join gangs, they start robbing people.
Okay,
some women start clubbing and doing what in like at a young age and
and
clubbing and what we're going to be having a guest next.
Give a snippet from last week's episode. My bad. And I also wanted to. You're still saying?
Yeah, so like, it's like with the juvenile delinquency, there are higher rates of juveniles that are delinquent from families that are only headed by a single mother. Yeah, a single mother. Yeah, specifically. I think, I'm not sure, but I think statistics closer to 70 or 80% versus when it's single father. I think it's around 40 or something. Of which,
you know what I mean? And you have a big 70% majority of them is in our schools. Majority, like in is amongst us. Song in you get what I mean? They are society, they're a majority part of the society. And so it makes you think, like, could it be the things that build us socially are things that start from an intrapersonal perspective first before it gets into an interpersonal experience. Is the way we are raised
Get into
typically how
therapy.
is the way we're raised typically how we structure our society as a whole, even in the outside world.
You get what I'm saying?
Our views and our thoughts and our imagination of how society should be and how things should be is already formed from la espuma khona, and unconsciously we carry it into the world.
But
because you heard your mom
mom
one day
didn't pay attention.
and you didn't
Think about it. While we're speaking on the psychology of it, but what do you think as a person who did you're a registered nurse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see, I saw when you were wearing your uniform and your specialities is psychiatry. So what, from that perspective, how can you decipher this whole situation?
I'd say like with most of I'd say a subconscious mind here too, even though as school our brains continue growing, but most of our subconscious mind is recorded between, I'd say, age 1.5 years up until 7 years.
It's young.
That's a very young age.
But
That's most of what we represent with in the world today, and most that even like with there's this thing called neuro-linguistic programming. Like if they take people back into a subconscious mind, they find the source of most of their problems. It's always between that age.
That's we had to get that perspective.
So that's where you're learning to survive too. That's where even the stories we tell ourselves today in our lives, they mostly pull from there.
So you are going with your it makes it even deeper. It makes us think we are not just an injured society, we are an injured people. Individually
So,
hurt.
you know what's my question in this whole situation? Sorry to cut you, you're still saying?
No.
Yeah, but I was saying, do we still call women with kids huns? On the lights or no?
Dog.
I just,
How?
like,
How way too
hands.
How
like
way
hands.
too
She is a
Yeah, she is, dog.
Because, like, mama,
Nah,
no.
there's a lot that way too high.
Okay, one is
Sup,
so
mama?
that makes her honey.
one maybe.
Yeah, but one's too, MILF.
Two.
Milf, Milf. What category is that? Which website? www.
Don'task.com.
That's a good one. But yeah, you're still saying?
Yeah, so no, it says familiar. That vibration.
Yeah, man.
But
Yeah,
do you
but
know?
we were just talking about a general coding of a young child's mind, you know, and also just a small advice, you know, to know like the young moms out there, like you are coding your child's life. Like,
Thank you.
especially Jongoba Amnane Ganje, you're welcome. Especially Jongoba Amnane Ganje. You're coding their life, and how you code it and who they choose to become ultimately in the world is the consequences of your choice. Unfortunately.
Yes.
Even
And
right
that is true.
now where you're a consequence of your parents'
It's
choice, you
choice.
know what I mean? So make sure your consequences aren't dire.
But also, he mentioned something very pivotal when he differentiated that there's a difference between kids that are born and are raised by their moms, their dads, and the ones that are raised in one mom and dad in family household, in a proper family setting. I ain't sure that I'm but like, yeah, I'm just playing. Nami, I'm a person. I know. I am. I was not born in wedlock. I'm not gonna lie about that. But I wanted to know, Uguti. Like I can't over people if I know you only get what do you call? You get a license to over a person about something if you've been through it. You don't speak about shit you don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then on that note, right? You know how privileged kids who grew up in the same dad and mom household. I know there's loops and all those things that come up from that situation, but I want you to ask you this question. What privilege is that people, what is a privilege that people act like is not?
You're having both parents.
Having both parents.
Yes, that is it.
Yes.
So,
Aside from that, actually.
Being actually loved by people.
in general, or just
Like, no, not in general.
saying,
Like,
no, I'm saying him, this question.
this
Yes, in
person-
general, just in every aspect of
Yeah.
humanity.
just generally being loved by someone. You know, like when you're loved and you feel the love from people. You know what I mean? And like at any given moment, like you know, if I wasn't feeling good, I would be able to, you know, call someone and, you know, I'd be on the call with them the whole time and whatever.
When are you speaking about Mjolo?
No,
Yeah,
not
going-
Jolo. Even friendship. Like it's so nice to know ukuthi if I'm having a birthday, I can always hit up my friend. Sikhulume sixoxe, ngicede nje kube right. It's always nice to know ukuthi whenever ngingekho right, I can always pick up the call and call my mom. Nje ngimbuza ukuthi how was your day? You know what I mean? So it's nice, like enjoy just having people like who love you genuinely. I'm not just talking about romance.
But everybody has an ulterior
that's a
motive.
fluctuating relationship.
Oh, but yeah. But what about you, Tavang?
What?
What is a privilege that people act like it isn't?
Yo, I don't know. Let me see.
Being able
You can
to-
also answer this question on the comment
I think it's an
section.
interesting
Yes.
question also.
Uh-huh.
Let me see. Wait, can you answer what I think?
Okay. What is a privilege that people act like it's not?
Yeah, being able to see, my man. Yes. Yes.
To see.
Yeah,
eh?
just being able to see.
Dang. What about hearing?
First, you can feel vibrations, dog.
Oh,
As much
that
as it
makes
is,
sense.
as much as it
That's
is
a good
important, but you can feel vibrations. But you cannot really. And this, I don't know with nature, but I don't think you can be able to take all the magnetism of the lights and what to be able to perceive it without
He's spitting, yeah.
amehlo. So yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's spitting. I didn't see it from that perspective. And when you speak about it in that
Well, what do you
perspective,
think?
hey, why name Booz?
How?
You asked the question. Eh?
Kadlala, but I just lost my train of thought while you were still explaining. Can you do it, Tavang, while I still... I'm pulling it, Tavang. But let me tell you something. I think it's a privilege being able to have our mindset, our type of mindset. Escaping the norms, escaping societal norms, escaping religious norms, escaping your culture, escaping just ukuthi amaZulu. Why kumele kuthiwa ngumZulu? I'm not a kwaZulu, ngwangubani. Why bangashuthi ngubani? Do you get what I'm saying? So it's those things. It's like escaping the mindset that keeps you entrapped in a web hole, or should I say, in a dark tunnel, or leading to somewhere that has no good. You get what I'm saying? But because everybody look at our mindsets, right? I'm not saying we're perfect, but the way you are able, I believe that intelligence is not measured. I've said it before. I think intelligence is not measured by your IQ, but it is measured by the elasticity of your brain. So the more you're able to absorb new information every day on a day-to-day basis, and able to listen to another person's perspective on that particular issue, it enables you to become a better person. You get what I'm saying? Doing one sum of maths today, that already stretches my brain to a different point that I've never thought it could tap into before. So what do people in society do? You get a job, you go to high school, but if you're in high school, you're just gonna do it for the sake and pass with normal marks, and after normal marks, you get into university. If you get good marks, you go into university and you're doing something like medicine, doing something like in health, jiggy, you're working, jiggy, uphilela amajita. Jiggy, hey, fethu, awu-25 lapho siyothenga ikhothi fethu ke. Hawu fethu uyambona uyabhampa lona ngoba sithenga imoto. All those things, and we fall victim of such things as a people. You get what I'm saying? So the mindset, that's what I'm saying, it is a privilege to have the mindset of, I'm not saying I'm not woke, I'm just able to stretch my brain that far. You get what I'm saying?
Being woke is understanding that even the term woke is an illusion.
Do you get what I'm saying? They now say we're uppity Africans, but while still on that note, what do you think, Tabang?
Why you coming back to me? Oh no, considering everything you say, I would say being able to, because I don't know, so many people underlook maybe being alive, because everybody does. It's like it's easy. But yo, dog, you know, being alive, it's like you're looking forward to something each and every day because you keep waking up. It's like you don't even control that. You just keep waking up. So you're looking towards something. So just people are underlooking that fact. I believe that.
Yeah.
Yo, just being able, you are alive and you are able, because imagine us, we're here in university, we're doing stuff, we are able, so we can see very far, we can see very far.
Bro, and all those
you see a pot
things.
of gold there, you're like, yo, I can.
And we can all
all
see that very far because you just need 1 carrot a day and it keeps the eyes awake. You get what I'm saying?
I'm saying like you see the gold.
I'm just
It's very
saying,
far,
bro.
but you see it. The
Yes.
thing is like, yo, are you willing to go that far for
Yes.
that? So
Speaking
being
of
able
seeing
to.
something, Siamtanda saw stars when Arjin cheated on her.
You
And
reckon? What
she's
happened?
scared.
But before we move on to that, right, can I just add on, right, just one more question before. Hey, we're all growing up right now, right? We're young adults, which is what this podcast is about, navigating the world through being a young adult. Have you reached the stage where eating vegetables and fruit is scrumptious?
Now,
Not
I
just
say-
sumptuous, but scrumptious. You find that,
No.
Nah, I say I've reached a stage
Pin
where
that that day.
Like specific vegetables. Like for example, I like lately I've fell in love with maize. Like yeah, umbila.
corn.
Oh yo, I don't know. I thought of maize meal.
I get it. I get it.
But I also always call it maize.
In my head, it's
Maize meal. So it's
Maize. So
ngitsho ukhuluma ngempuphu
okay,
mina.
but corn, yeah. No,
the fuck is she talking about?
like
but-
I'm talking about corn. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes,
Like
that's
yo, lately
corny. But
like I'm saying, ukuthi like I fell in love with corn and like butternut. Butternut.
also it's also rama, then add some cheese.
And then
Hey, ma, do you eat the egg with jam? Hey, jam.
Egg and jam.
Yeah. You strike me like those people hearing you
Nah,
speak
nah.
about butternut and cheese made me
Nah.
question. Hey, we're along.
Nah, but I've eaten like veggies for like,
Yeah.
I was a vegan for like 3 years.
Oh, dang. How was that
So
experience?
it was nice, dog. Like it was nice.
and you enjoyed it?
Yes, I enjoyed it. And surprisingly, as much as some of the like organic foods, they can be expensive. But once you learn how to cook and how to buy, that shit's nice.
No, you can say shit. You can say this is uncensored and
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
trying to
but-
bias, but
that-
we're
that
not
shit's
gonna
nice,
say
dog.
anything.
And the more you learn how to cook it, because the
Yeah.
problem that makes most of those food not so nice and tasty if you don't know how to cook it. Once you've learned how to cook it, because you can also do the
slaps, no?
spices, use the Nile peanut oil. Yeah, boy, you can even do your own.
slaps.
You can even make your own wraps with coconut flour and all those.
But you were still saying, Samu, before, hey, coconut flour, is there something like that?
Yeah.
I thought there was only coconut oil.
Nah,
Okay,
there is.
also Nje, on that note, ne, I just want to understand. Is cooking still stereotypically looked as a woman's job in
That
today's
we
society?
passed to
sorry,
that
sorry, it's
phase.
not a stereotype.
Phase.
But if I'm supposed to protect and provide, you need to nurture. So cooking falls on your plate.
Yeah.
But we can help each other with now society because if you are working, I'm
And
working.
so you're
We can help
nurturing and
each other.
protecting. Aren't you protecting my stomach by cooking?
I bring the food into the house.
For your
Yes.
stomach.
For
in
your-
the first place.
Yes, I bring the food into the house.
Bringing the food in the house.
Then I said,
What
yes,
food?
it's ngasizana.
What
That's
type
your
of
food.
food?
Then, yeah. Oh, yeah. You are bringing food into the house. My food. My food.
So what should I cook?
Yeah.
You know, if you're also gonna be eating. I'm joking. I'm not dead. No, never. I'm not like that.
Yeah.
Like,
But then I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
playing
questioning
devil's
ukuthi-
advocate,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
playing the devil's advocate. So in today's world, in today's norm, is cooking still stereotypically looked
Yes.
as something that's supposed to be done
I'd
by
like
a
to
woman?
say,
Because social media can still see the banters.
Yes, but then I could still say that we're past that phase as a society. It's stereotypical when you go back into the deep train, you know, when he says that. But okay, I just so down. But then I wanted to say, okay, in the deep rural areas, you can see it's still there, the stereotype. But then, hey man, I don't think we're there.
What makes it a stereotype? Sorry.
It's that thing of like it's a woman thing. It's cliche.
Isn't it a woman thing?
Yes. Oh, I'd like to differ.
But men can cook better than most men. But
Even the chefs, head chefs, it's mostly male.
Yeah. But then, guys, like.
When I marry, of course.
No,
of course, you're gonna do
this
it.
This debate is what made me write. Equal is not the same.
Oh, actually,
nature versus
order.
nurture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
What is it about? Just
I know, right?
in
Why
concept
do you
into
think
what?
that's so-
yeah. So it's like about some of those concepts, but just that I'd say in chapter 1, it's about our neurology, like
As
the
a
hormones
people.
that
Oh,
are
the-
driving us,
yes.
like testosterone and oxytocin and progesterone and all these other
serotonin.
serotonin and whatnot. Yeah. But then on chapter 2, and then I start bringing up statistics from, I'd say, because mostly that are there, statistics from, I think it was 2018 or something, Business Insider. So they did a research on which jobs are filled by male, which jobs are filled by women. And then what's all the statistics seems to prove is that still men choose jobs that has to do with things, and women choose jobs that has to do with people. And even though we can try the DEI and everything, like I'd say, I think it was the Scandinavian countries
Sorry,
they tried
sorry
that.
to cut you.
Yeah.
When you say, I said, but now I'm trying to decipher it. When you said men still like to choose work according to that has to do with things, and women it's according to do with people. How so? Can you just elaborate?
I'd say, for example, that's why you'll find most men in STEM fields, like science, maths, engineering, and what.
yes.
And then, pardon?
Construction.
Construction
yes,
and all those, because they have to do with things.
No.
What testosterone does, it gives you more spatial ability. Like you are able to tell a shape from a distance, because it's as men used to hunt and what. So our spatial ability had to be there. You need to throw the map inside your head before. So there's this experiment that's been done when they tell a man and a woman to move a table maybe into a corner in a certain space. Most men will just look at the table and tell you the table won't fit in there. But most women will have to move the table, because like they don't have, most of them, they don't have that
Vision, man.
ability to be able to turn objects within your head before you even get to put it there. So and then it will come to women filled with oxytocin, of which makes you empathetic, and makes you very close to people. It makes you touchy-feely. Like that's why if a woman is angry at you, they don't want you to touch them, because you are yeah, that's why even in nursing, like in my class, we were only 3 males out of 21 ladies. We were only 3 males in the whole college. I think maybe I'll say on 300, like let's say it's 200 of us, but we're only 17 males. So that's what, if you can go to computer engineering and what, you're gonna find mostly males.
And it happens.
Yeah, so it's these hormones that kind of play it out for us. What's gonna happen? We might try to balance the 50-50, because one of the things is that if right now you wanted to hire engineers, and then you like, I'm gonna hire 50% women, 50% men. The thing is that there'd be so much males to take from that you'll get 50%. That's the best. But then those women, when compared to all the engineers, they might be close to 45,000 in how good they are compared to these men. But same if you take men and put them in nurturing places, you find that women are the ones who are occupying higher positions and what, because they are good with people. And yeah.
But then, before I cut, okay, you're still saying?
And I'm saying, like, as he's explaining, this sounds like more proof, on top of thousands and thousands of evidence that, yo,
we are not
nature,
equal.
that's
Fuck
how it
feminism.
No, we are equal, but we are not the same. We are equal, but we are not the
but
same.
differently. What is your take on feminism? Like, why we're still there? As a female, what?
Number one, I am anti-feminist, to answer you, and I am anti-feminist on so many reasons. that I hold boldly. Number one, it feels good to be a woman. I do not need to compare my abilities and my strength based on a skill that was created by a man. I do not need to be that. I do not need to carve myself in all shapes that make a man, because I was born designedly and uniquely different from a man for a reason. So I do not aspire to be as equal as a man. I am not.
What about the transgenders?
Yabona leyo nje futhi. Leyo it's even deeper, because now you want us to go into a deep and delve topic. You know what I mean? Then those are people who do not acknowledge the power and the essence, unfortunately, in what and who they were born as. You know what I mean?
But we're not transphobic, we're not homophobic.
We are not. No, the thing is,
We're
people have
just
to understand.
delving deep into the
Now we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
Like,
You know, they can just these people.
No,
these
it was never.
people.
Even if now we were discussing Hitler, would it be wrong?
No,
not.
It's a
The thing
discussion.
about them, let me tell you, and I say them because it is a group vele, and I'm saying these people
And
because yes,
they-
of course it is a group, and we are talking specifically to the
Views
one
of the host of this podcast
know
are
what I
not
mean?
a reflection of what the podcast is about,
about.
but they are a reflection of the host and only the host.
disclaimer. Yeah, you know what I mean. So what's basically and essentially happening is because of how society is structured, they are trying to break your society and so by making by introducing things that are foreign to us as a human being. We did not lie and say Uguti gayism ayikho. We know people are gay, and it's like I've said before, Uguti, the fact that
Yo, bro,
there's
why
always
you
been
not in your
gayism
head?
interacting with there's always been
No,
masculine
sorry to cut you. Why is this thing?
Because it's true.
No, he gives it like, I'm like, hey,
No, it's fucking
is it dancing?
Like,
Or
you know,
is
you
there
know, like,
something that
I'm gonna
Shai a
make it
grand
short.
Joe? Sorry.
You
Got
know?
it, yeah.
So, like, yeah.
Okay,
It happens.
women they get yes.
And then so what
Actually
basically
the
happens
yes.
is, now njengoba ngisho ukuthi it was a plan labo that was formulated to make us forget the essence of who we are, because you can never colonize the people that know themselves. You know what I mean? So when this idea came about, and as much as people would like to think all these things are not connected, they are. Patriarchy, feminism, and the LGBTQ, they are all a connection. They are making up a triangle, which is the three centerpiece, if you're not understanding. And right now, it's the majority that is holding the social media right now. We are being held by patriarchal ideas, we are being held by feminist ideas, and we're also being held by ideas that are being pushed by the LGBTQI community, which is making us think we can change how we are born physically, and that we are born in the wrong body. And imagine
yes.
it happens, and we cannot blame them because they are really victims of it. They genuinely feel it in their bodies.
Yes.
And now what happened is, it happened subconsciously a long time ago. You know what I mean? They saw it somewhere, they seen some, like, I know
I
to
wouldn't
some
say
people
say
it's different.
we've
to some
accepted,
people it's
but
different,
yes, when you look
you
at the
cannot want
logics,
to change
yes.
your own being if you were born comfortable in your
Comfortable,
being.
yes.
So I must have made you feel like this being you are born in is not comfortable because you did not know anything else other than your own being. So there must have been a voice that crept in and told you the being that
So you
are
believe
is
that
not
they
who you
are
are.
demonic?
No, mina ngizange ngisho kanjalo.
Hey,
But I am saying ukuthi there must have been
a time where the universe shifted.
because
different
one in the
paradigms.
beginning with your thinking thing. You see, what I love about a person that is thinking is that before they are thinking, there is something that is thinking with them. And what is thinking, it is the I that says I am thinking.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Even
so
that thing
you
of
were alone
guardian
in
agents.
the beginning.
Yes.
What crept in and told you, Uguti, in the being that you are not comfortable. And you should aspire to be anything else other than that which you are.
Hey.
You
That
know what I
is
mean?
feeding,
No,
yeah?
we have to go deeper because now the problem with them is that
But
they
in
want
US,
to put
they
masks
cancelled
upon
it.
us. They don't want us to speak. They don't want us to question them because it proves that they are proving an
The
agenda.
point, yes.
It proves our point because if you don't want us to question it, then is it even real? When patriarchy came, we questioned it. Feminism came, we were just questioning it. LGBTQI, if we question it, we're going to jail.
Homophobic.
If you question it, you're homophobic, we're going to cancel your everything and whatever. We have to understand you are bringing something that is foreign to us. This is like basically taking someone from a psychiatrist ward and saying whatever ideologies you think in your mind, because you believe in them and you can feel them, they are the truth. So if you think in your head that you are married to me, then you and I are supposed to be married according to their laws, most of course. So we are running a lunatic
But then
society.
I get what you're saying when you say it's almost like people have been hypnotized not to speak about it because they come for you and all those things. But it is a thing of, Isha, I'm not going to speak about people's names. It is a thing of sometimes how I perceive it, right? When transgender is concerned and where homosexual, LGBTQI, what plus?
Alphabet gang.
The thing is,
I don't know what you just said, but let me just
lesbians.
yes.
We
But
understand
then,
bisexual.
so what I'm saying, when I'm a Milan is that when you look at it, right? In ancient history, there were people. Apparently, they were gods. You get what I'm saying? When you look at even Ragnarok, who's that guy who snitched and switched and went joined the other ones? I forgot the theme, but you know. So I feel like the way it's being done, I don't coincide with it. I am never homophobic, but at the same time, I would say that is a you thing, okay, you get what I'm saying? But don't come now, the way it's been branded, why do they, like Tabang said this other time, I got your point when you said, why does it have to have offices? Okay, it's not like when a straight person comes out, they like, oh, I'm straight, let's open our head office and we're gonna receive head. You get what I'm saying?
Let's have a flag for straight
Like,
people.
You get what I'm
we
saying?
are all in this.
I
we are all
believe that
community.
it is real
Come
that
up,
you,
then you
yes.
community because we are a community.
But as
all
a
of us
thing
in
is,
this earth.
as they always say, isn't it
And
sex
that's the
and
literal
yes.
definition of living in life, in earth.
You get what I'm saying? But when you look at it also, isn't it they always say sex and sexuality are different? I do believe it's okay, but then because it has to do with hormones and whatsoever. But do you reckon that a person who is a male is a person who's immersed yourself in that field, that it could happen?
I mean, there are
No, I feel like I know that it's real.
It's not even
I know that
real,
it's
man.
real.
At this point,
It is real. Aibo, it's not real. But
No,
then
it's
okay,
not real.
but they
It's
feel
real.
like
It's not like-
the
Naturally
propaganda.
Manic estrogen, what do you mean?
Okay, what happens?
It's rare, bro.
can
You
you,
can
can you,
never have that.
estrogen, but a man
Get to know about
Who
operates
has
more from
on the
his feminine-
feminine.
Oh, yeah, nah.
Nah, that's all about
no,
programming.
man.
Not
No.
programming per se, but that's about.
no,
It's
man.
not
It that, like
programming.
that's
Guys,
what- it does no,
You're gonna get us
it
cancelled.
does it,
they must
does
tap into
happen,
the side. That
but
doesn't mean.
Sorry, we can't have two
feminine
conversations. Just
and
give them a chance.
BFE.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Now I was saying like it's a thing of like okay, obviously people are different. If you are a man and you are more feminine, that doesn't mean you should be a female. That does, you should tap into your feminine side.
But I'm
act
just,
how you wanna
you
act.
see, with transgender, I've never done any research on it enough to actually comment on it. I'm just speaking on, homosexuals, right? How
Deep
do
done.
okay.
you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Homosexual. Because I believe that it is real that a person is born like that and all those things. But then with me, my thing is, it's the propaganda that is being pushed.
Yeah.
So as we're still saying, right, about the sexualities and all those things, I just said, Mina, I do believe that there's people who are born like that, but I am not against, I just don't see why is there propaganda around it. Why are we pushing P now?
Like nina nje futhi kuningi mina engingak-understand. Like there's a lot that they are silencing us on, and I refuse to be silenced because
And we're not
I
gonna
actually
cut,
like
eh?
I want the question, I want the answers. I need to understand what you mean, because as a person who is born straight, I don't even need to be explaining that I'm born straight.
Where you?
But I
Okay, sorry
understand
to cut you
based off
some.
what
Didn't you once
society
like girls?
No, I have. You have to understand, man. Khona manje asikho lapho ne sila.
No, I'm just
And
saying, you said as
it
a person who was born
it was
straight.
attraction. No, it's attraction
Oh.
that comes with the phase. Because why like njengoba
So
ngisho
you
ukuthi-
believe that there's a phase of homosexuality?
I did not say that. I said to me in my own experience that that's what it was. And if homosexuality is a phase or whatever, I wouldn't be one to speak on that because I am not homosexual in any way. However, I'm going to speak from a perspective of a person who was born straight, based on how I understand my own body and understand my own feelings. I do not understand what it means to be born in the wrong body. I need that clarified to me if I am to accept it into a society where I am also going to bring children in.
Yeah, but then
I need to understand what do you mean.
We should table this conversation for some other time because our airtime is about to charge.
Our airtime is done, but like, let us know what you guys think. Do you think we are being like, we are not homophobic at all? We are pro LGBTQI because we understand. No, you have to understand. We understand gayism as historians in this house and as Africans and as people who have lived probably centuries before. We probably built those pyramids. We understand Uguti. As long as femininity has always existed, masculinity has always existed, and as long as there have been an interaction towards them throughout history, there has always been an interaction between women and women, there's always been an interaction between men and men. What I do not understand is a man wanting to have the same boobs and a vagina and a womb that cannot carry a child. How does that happen? And what do you mean
we're not transphobic, we just want to know.
We are just trying to understand, like, how do you want those qualities when you were clearly not born with them? And what makes you think you were born in the wrong body?
Convince us.
Please. Like,
but then
not even convince us, just tell us, answer our question. You don't even have to, our opinion doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Our opinion doesn't really matter. You know what it's like to be you. You know what I mean? Just explain it to us. We are to accept you in our society as who you are, but we want to understand who you are. We need to understand who you are for us to accept who you are. We are not fighting here. But if you want to fight, you can tell us, and history will back us up. I'm sorry.
But then, before we got into this sexuality conversation, you wanted to tell us something.
No, I did not. I did not want to say anything. About Usiamtanda and Arjin.
You can tell us about the cup.
No, I did not want to say anything. But in the spirit of Valentine, Usiamtanda and Arjin did not get to celebrate their Valentine because girl found out that Arjin cheated and she
stabbed him.
Yeah. But everything is still allegedly because it hasn't been posted by any official page. I'm assuming it's something that they wanted to keep intimate. But you know how social media always finds things. There's a video
maybe they are trying to change.
You know, like there's a video you know, the guy is in hospital. There was an ambulance scene leaving their apartment. Like there are speculations. Speculations are real. It just hasn't been confirmed yet. Yeah, it's still alleged. But yeah. I mean, I would have too. After she bought him a car, a Mercedes, straight from the Bronx, in his name.
Someone.
I wouldn't have killed him, but like, yeah.
She could have killed him.
Like,
you know,
sacrifice.
My question in this whole thing, if it was a man, would it be cheated?
The world will be on fire. We'll also be suffering for some things we are not there.
We'll face the consequences of that for the next 20 years.
It's not our fault to
It's
not our fault to you as men don't support each other. Here's what I don't like about men. Yeah? And as umuntu who is anti-feminist, it does not mean I am pro-patriarchy. No. You know what I mean? What I don't like about men is that you guys will always find a way to complain about women supporting each other, women standing with each other, when you guys don't even stand with each other. Do you guys even know there are men who are being sexually assaulted and sexually trafficked all around the world? But the organization does not even get as much insight as an organization of women do. Because women are more vocal. Like you said earlier on, we are more empathetic with one another. So the fact that the movement here to make more noise does not mean your voices aren't being heard too. You guys are just speaking. You guys aren't speaking because you already know our voice is going to be louder. So you think, no Aizwagali at all.
Yes. I think us men, we mostly unite on important stuff. Not important.
What do you mean?
Not important. Okay, that's a wrong choice of words. Not important. I'm sorry. Not important. I meant to say we operate on urgency.
Yes, on urgency.
Yeah.
And also, fellow women could just be like, hey, man, check out.
I'm going there. Us men, we operate on urgency. So, men that are sexually it's not like 50% of the men. It's not an urgent matter, but it is a matter. So us, we operate on urgency. You girls, even if it's number 100 on your list, you are gonna.
Long as it's them, they
You are gonna.
Kodwa ubusuzwile ukuthi utheni uletho.
You get
Even
what I
on
mean?
wrong days,
so
you support.
you can't blame us for having
Even
a
on wrong
movement.
days.
And then but go
as strong.
gossip.
You can't blame us for having a movement as strong. The reason why
like
feminism.
ningane zika
speaking
government
about-
vele
yes.
futhi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
women
another
ningane zika
thing,
government.
yeah, another thing you were speaking about that men were being abused and whatsoever. What is going on in Zanzou, Tabang?
Yeah, the Zanzou club, so allegedly, it said people were okay, but Zanzou after it offered a statement saying, nah, it was not based on they were not able to pay their bills, but it's based on some other incident, but it did happen.
And
so
on the statement they stated that.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, the Zanzou club, but it did happen. That incident on videos. There's like 87 videos. Then that nigga said, but for now I think it's like 4 or something. So there, bro, they are sexually harassed. They are. They are violated, bro.
Women and men.
Nah, it's men. Imagine, it's men. Allegedly, who cannot pay
That's
that.
another
Exactly.
typical
you see
situation.
the thing. It's a Zanzou what's thing, yeah. It's affecting.
Allegedly,
Yes.
let's say it's a particular
allegedly.
club in
You know what I mean?
PTA.
It's affecting men.
Yeah.
It's not being spoken about enough. I
But it's
have
trending,
not seen
it's
it.
like
It is trending,
#1.
but then it's suga manje on social media. You know why?
true.
Because you guys like typically don't care. Like at the back of your mind, you're like now oh you know
Money,
like you
urgent,
like you know
money.
what I mean? Like you get what I mean? You guys that's what you guys are thinking.
That's
You're
how
thinking
urgent.
and you guys are thinking patriarchal. When I see a sister being raped, I don't think no, I think, oh my god, how could they do that
Who
to you?
thinks that?
No, I'm just saying you guys think like that. You guys think like that. Nina, as guys, you guys are not kind to each other.
But this sexual assault.
Indoda mayingafika police station ize kuwe ezipolisa. Ithi ngirapiwe itshona yami. Uzohleka uthi wesiphathike.
Livuke kanjani?
No, this is very wrong. I'm sorry.
But now it's serious matter.
It's a very serious matter. Nina guys anibumbenanga.
Why are you making it? Yo.
Stop. Uthi mina uhambelani uyodliwa like why?
You assaulted the guy.
I was just saying, like that's what you guys would say.
Yeah.
Not to be insensitive of
That's too
anything,
much.
but nah, Nina guys ninjalo. You should have seen the comments in those videos.
What did he say?
There were men abusing other men for that. Ukuthi nawe ungaphuzelana in ungenamali.
Yeah, that was me,
Yabona
actually.
izinto ezinjalo
Me, it was
ukukhalele
alcohol.
kuskut. Yabona izinto ezinjalo. You guys
Oh,
are not
that one,
kind.
that was not
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You
But
guys
the
are not
point,
Kinda
mina,
good.
when I thought that it was because of the bill, I just said how. Beba happy. Yena yakui.
Exactly. So
You
you
get what I'm
see, it
saying?
even makes me think ukuthi kusho nina nay justify human behavior
No,
to a certain extent, like harming someone
It's just
is
logic.
justified.
Yeah,
No.
It's a
Sometimes,
basic
not in this
etiquette.
case, but-
How is
It's a
it
basic
logical?
etiquette of being a person who has a conscious mind. When we are Pumala, do you leave this house, this place, your residence? Today I just want to go to Camps Bay, but in your bank account you have 0 rands. What are you gonna expect? Of course, it's either you're gonna open some legs and how many women go out at every club and go to scout? How many escorts we have that are subconsciously
All I'm
told that
saying
they are
is
slay queens?
anibinanga.
I'm not saying that slay queens
Right
are
now, feminists
yeah.
are going to be on our comment section if this topic was different. You see, if this topic was involving women and we were saying the same things, we go, okay, but now, baby girl, why would you wah? I'm a feminist.
Dang.
So you know why? Sibumbene thina.
Okusalayo.
Siqinise ngamanga
Nayo
le ndaba.
beyakwini, yena yakwini. Ngiyadlala, I actually empathize with those
Yes,
people,
yes.
Yeah.
and there is. I'm just pointing out. You see, sometimes I feel like as a society we've been conditioned to take everything in a pinch of salt. You get what I'm saying? We shouldn't question why. Kumbula saying, I know we've survived that trauma, that inner child, we've healed it. Why you No, now we're inquisitive. We're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this? Why is this person like this? Why, Mele? You get what I'm saying? So, of course, if you're going to come out here and bring up a story to us, and we're going to have to question question, what are the facts? Because even when you're going to court, that's what they're going to look for. When are we going to
It's not about what happened, it's about
but what you have, what you can prove. I'm a victim of something like that, but I can't say it on air. But still, you can have the whole flipping story. Not sexual abuse, by the way, no. No.
Yeah, that's so too last song. Yeah, I doubt to call it.
But I'm just saying about the case thing being in the court. A court akusebenzi ukuthi unani wazini kuya ngokuthi uphetheni esandleni. You get what I'm saying?
Evidence.
Yeah, but hey, we've said quite a mouthful today.
Yes, sir.
And we've delved into a lot of topics. Spoke about Arjin, we spoke about, unconsciousness, child development. We spoke about single motherhood. We went deep and delved deep into, the LGBTQI. We went into patriarchy, feminism.
But if I may ask, just to end the show on a lighter note, right?
How must speak?
Did you do anything sexual on Valentine's Day?
No.
Yeah, all right, team. Why?
Yeah. You actually have to have
a partner
to do something.
Not necessarily.
That's valid. That's valid. It doesn't have to have a partner, but for her, it's valid. We need more women who think like that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But there, I was trying to end it on a lighter note, but lava about drum. Nothing. I'm just trying to figure out. But it's the song in my face, my chimbos.
Same
space. No, I don't have any stories. And from us, fried_up_facts, into it is Mandla_Gamin, live on in your ears right here on Fried Up Facts. We go by our Grandpa the Painkiller on our spaces on all social media platforms. As you can see, in Petu Samu Masmilan, and Petu Konya the Backset, not nice, and Petu Khaye. Why you go out to Khaye? Not to Khaye. But then I'm just covering you, bro. Don't take it personal. No, don't cry. Gents actually take it personal. Actually, before we are about to cap, why do gents actually have this egotistic mindset of feeling like if you're saying something, their egos are easily bruised, and small things like you get it.
Yeah. But also that, I feel like
that's a table.
Yeah, I think it's different in Gulante.
I'm just making a typical example.
Oh yeah. Yes. But like in jail, you guys have a ego.
Guys are very sensitive. Let me make a typical example also. If you were to come in a squad, for instance, there's a group of gents right here, and he's coming to pick up your hand, which is you. He will feel a certain way. Oh. You get what I'm saying? Okay, now I'm well, I will feel it. But besides that, what I'm trying to say is that even if, let's say, you come into a hand, besides even it being an intimate situation, I'm coming to greet you somebody in a group of gents, the gents will act weird. Even if it's in a class setup, whether it's in a friend group setup.
Is it with every girl?
It's when
why in Konya?
Another alpha cannot just enter another alpha's territory. Even if it's not your girlfriend, it's not. But there's that. Like even if you come and speak to her, you greet the two of us. How? I was going to practice what is going on. Yeah, understand, Leon. But from me to you, peace and fucking love.
No,
and you can catch us.
But yeah, you can catch us on all social media platforms.
You believe in love?
Of course.
Okay,
that is why everybody is going to go and love
your wedding.
All our, they're gonna love our videos.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say to your wedding.
Yeah, okay.
It is a wrap right here on Friday Fake. I was zoned out for half of the conversation you all had.